All right, for this lesson, I'm going to talk a little bit about automation. And for those of you who worked with other DAWs, there's basically two types of automation. You can draw it in, or you can actually physically put it in and record the automation. So I'm going to show you both ways. Reaper does both. Um, so how you access this? Let's start with the guitar loop. And you can see I have two loops in here, and I'm going to put there's a link on the lesson for some free loops. And what you have to be careful of with loops is that your tempo, if there's a tempo specified on a loop, you really want to specify that same tempo in Reaper because it will change your loop quite a bit. And you're going to have to figure that out as you go along. But try to match up your tempos to the loop with your project. So in this case, I saved this as week 9, so it's on my desktop. You know the routine for that. And to access, let's talk about the guitar. So first we're going to go to trim right here. And this is our track envelopes. In this case, I want to select volume. And I'll close this window out. And you'll notice that we now have a volume line. And you can change the overall volume just by dragging this up and down. So if I drag it down and hit play, you're not going to hear it. Drag it back up to center. There's my guitar. Now, the way to draw this in, if you hold down the Command on Mac or Control on PC, you can see that this turns to a pencil tool. And I can actually draw in volume. So I can make my volume envelope. I'm making huge changes here so you get the idea. So now when I play this back, you'll hear the guitar track going in and out. So the guitar track's going to go in and out like that. Now to hide this, there's a little icon right here, and we're going to go to Hide Envelope. Now there's a couple other parameters. Now if you want to show the envelope, click back up on here, and then go up to here where it says Show All Active. Close that, and there it is. Now there's a couple other parameters here. You can hide envelope. You can move to the media lane. What this does is it actually moves your envelope into your track. I'm not a big proponent of this because it purportedly saves space on your screen, but if you just hide the envelope, you do the same thing. Then if you want to clear an envelope, you can just hit clear. It'll give you a warning. Do you want to clear this envelope? Yes, I do. And your envelope is now cleared and gone. So that's drawing in. Now let's talk about recording your automation in, which sometimes I prefer doing this. So say it's accessed the same way. I'm going to the track envelopes. In this case, I'm going to go volume. Now here, I'm going to go select from the read, trim, touch. And this will make a little more sense as you start to use this. Read, if it's selected, basically tells you that whatever you recorded, it's going to read and going to play back. Touch is the mode you're going to start to record something in. So if I'm going to record a volume, I'm going to start with touch mode. And you have two other, latch. This is a little confusing, but if you start to use it, you'll understand. If you record something in touch, you're going to use latch mode, and what that will do is sort of tweak what you want to do without destroying what you have already put in. So once you let go of the fader, it'll go back to what you already put in. So if you want to tweak just a couple sections, use latch mode. Write mode will overwrite and destroy everything that you put in. So if you want to start from fresh, go to write mode, and it will overwrite everything that you put in. So you want to be careful with that, because if you spend a lot of time tweaking volume adjustments, write mode is going to ruin it. So I'm going to start with touch. It's selected. I can close this window out. And all you have to do in this case, I'm going to control the volume. I'm going to hit play, not record, play, and then I'll do some volume changes. And I'll hit stop again, hit the space bar, and you can see it's actually put in my volume changes. Now I want to click on this again, this trim envelope. Now I want to change this to read. And notice that my track fader over here turns to green, and it will now read the changes. And I can hide this to save space. So this is a nice way to set up a mix, and you can get in a lot of different changes doing that. So import a couple audio loops if you have them. If not, go to the website and download a couple and experiment with this. In the next lecture, I'll give you the walkthrough for what I want you to do for this week's assignment.